Okay, so June 19th, 2023, another little corner of the garden. This is the section of the garden that's going to be in the red and pink family, as you can see. Right now it's pretty packed with chamomile, which doesn't open until, I don't know if it's when it warms up or when it's had enough sun, but these are all missing some, but it's like the petals are down, and then they perk up as the day goes on, and then they settle down again. So if you haven't grown chamomile in your garden, it has or if you haven't smelled it even, it has like a vanilla type scent, like a musty vanilla. It's like really earthy, deep, grounding, gorgeous vanilla. And look, a little pollinator on there. It's really awesome when it rains and you can pass by it and get little whiffs of it, or if you keep it in your pathway when you walk, it'll fill the area with that scent. I love these little bees on here. I don't know if I can catch them, but I was using one of the, actually I think it was just the Google app, the photo ID, and I was seeing a lot of this weed, what I thought was a weed, come up, and I think it said it was pineapple weed. So I had put about a pack of chamomile down here, but also chamomile is just an early season, for me at least. It's been an early season flower, so I don't expect it to go on much longer. I didn't expect it to do this well either, so there's a lot going on actually in this garden that I wasn't really planning on or expecting. I'll get to that more in a minute on that. But the the app said it was pineapple weed, so I started like pulling it all the time. Here's some growing right in the path. There's some more growing in the path. And then one day saw a little flower. And guess what? I kept smelling it to see if it smelled like chamomile, and it didn't. So I figured it was the pineapple weed or whatever weed they said it was. But turns out the only fragrance is from the actual flower. So without the flower there, you're not going to smell it. And here we are. Here's like a pack of chamomile. So these are all opening up right now. They'll open up a bit more soon, but I have the Flanders poppies. Oh, there goes the dog. I have the Flanders poppies and pink Gaura in here. I have those. I forget what those are called. Last year I was very fortunate to be given these gorgeous echinacea, which just opened, at a crazy discount from a really sweet woman working at one of the box stores. And there are 2 or 3 or maybe 4 in here. I didn't recall them being as orange as they are, but what I'm doing with the garden is trying to keep it more focused color-wise. So I tend to want to go kind of all out and go crazy with the colors and mix as many as I can together. Just everything all at once, like a big party. Party has kind of been the theme for the last few years. This year I'm trying to do something a bit more calm and romantic. So the Flanders poppies they've been open for a couple weeks now. I guess there's still plenty coming up, but I don't know if they've already peaked or not. So these will wind down, and as they wind down, this pink Gaura here, this has been really stagnant, so I'm getting a little concerned that it's not going to do much better. But there's a few Gauras There's 3 of the darker pink and then 1 of the lighter pink because that's all I could find at the time and I was impatient. Those should come up. There's a tall grass in the center that has these cool, I don't know what they're called, like fronds or something, popping up from there. And that should be about 3 feet. I've added this grass in here, this pink grass. I, again, forget what that's called, Lacandra or something. And yeah, there's these little Snapdragons. I've been growing Snapdragons on and off my entire life, and I only found out this year that you're supposed to deadhead them. I thought they were just a really short-lived spring annual. Volunteer tomato plant right here. Oh, 2. And no, they're not. You just have to deadhead them, and then they bush out like wild. Look how that, wonderful. And then these little pretty ones. These also close and then open again. So, so the chamomile and poppies will die back probably in the next couple weeks. And then lots of volunteer borage, which I'm never going to complain about. Doesn't quite go with the color scheme, but they're beautiful and delicious. So if you haven't eaten one before, they taste like a really sugary cucumber, and you can just pop them off. It's hard to do with one hand here. Let's see. There it is. And you can eat it. That one wasn't super. Let me try another one. That was better. It's like the sweetness of honeysuckle, but cucumber flavor instead. And you can do all sorts of things with borage. You can be really bougie and freeze them in ice cubes. And then they look really pretty in your decorative cocktails. So, anyway, this is just one corner of the garden now. It should fill with the Gaura, which has that nice height on it, and the wild grasses, and these gorgeous echinacea tucked in there. A couple different places. Here's another one back here. And we'll see. I have a few different sections now of the garden in order of color. And this is like the most wild of them. It was also the most sort of thrown together and least thought out, but I'm okay with that. I like it. I like the feel. It's very, it's like giving meadow. There's another. Sometimes with the borage, oh nice, a little pollinator. Sometimes with the borage they come out pink. That pinky purple. And then the bluish purple. So I added a lot of scented plants and tried to mix together a lot of food and flowers, and yeah, there's a peek of what's going on over there. More on that later, but this is the little poppy corner of the garden, and to my knowledge these will self-sow. So that's going to be a show next year. Gorgeous. I had a lemongrass over in that corner, where are we here? Over in that corner last year, and really fell in love with the form. So, again, there's the, I can't even find it now, it's all tucked in. Oh yeah, there's the grass over there, the main grass. Let's see. Where'd it go? There it is. That's like the main grass. But then there's another pink grass over here as well. If I can find that. Oh, here it is. So that's going to put on a ton of height. It doesn't look like much now, but I think they can go up to like 8 feet tall, which would not be exactly ideal, but we'll see what happens. Alrighty, so that's the poppy corner, and more to come. Happy, healthy gardening.